Hello, Scorpio. My name is Nigel, and you have found Alchemy. Welcome to your December 2024 reading. Let's get started right away. You have the 10 of Cups overarching your whole month, right? This is the card of happily ever after, coming home, finally coming home, family, joyful ending, security, domestic harmony, Mars and Pisces energy. Now, I don't know if you sat and watched the shuffle, but this card had come in reverse. I don't take any of the cards up here in reverse, at least most of them. I do take these in reverse if they come in, but this card I never take in reverse, but I do make note of it just to see if it somehow means something later in the reading, okay? But this is the card of happy endings. Now, you might have your eye on a happy ending. That might be something you yearn for. That might be something you're getting. We don't know anything about this reading yet. It's like a little puzzle we're going to put together. Here we have, I was able to pick that up. We have the card of new life. You know, here it is symbolized with the card of the baby, but it is new life. And here it is something that is sneaking up on someone, right? You can see that. This girl looks as if she kind of knows. And I'm really getting the feeling with these two cards, and honestly, this is just a feeling I'm getting as of right now, that this might be, when I look at this card, and this card, just these three cards, I'm looking at someone who's thinking that time might be running out, right? They might be thinking about a happy ending. When is my happy ending coming? I want a happy ending, perhaps with someone in your life, perhaps with someone that you haven't met yet. You might be wondering, when am I going to have the family? When am I going to have the rainbow? When am I going to have this thing that might be sneaking up on you? Might be time. You might be feeling that. It might not be a reality, Scorpio, but it might be something you're feeling this month. You do have the Grim Reaper, and this kind of drives it home. The Grim Reaper, I mean, it says this relationship is over, blah, blah, blah. I'm not seeing that. I am seeing the Grim Reaper as a card of Scorpio, because it is. It's death and rebirth, right? It's life and death. It is Scorpio energy. But what it is somebody looking at their life, somebody looking at, when is, God, how do I put this? You see your life, you see your death, you want what's in between. You want it to happen already. You want the good news. You want the happy ending. You might be tired of waiting. You might be thinking about, well, am I going to die without my happy ending? Some of you might be thinking along those lines, but no matter what, this is very scorpionic energy. It does say major life change. It says time is right for a major life change, right? And yeah, I see that for sure. This is something you're thinking about. I mean, over and over again, we see this in the cards, something that Scorpio wants, something that Scorpio is thinking about, something that Scorpio might be, yearning for, something that you might have wanted for a very long time, Scorpio. You do have the card Green Leaf here, and it says new cycle, right, is about to begin. And this might be, again, something that's happening or something that you want to happen. You want that new cycle. The Scorpio that I'm tapping into wants a new cycle in the worst way. They want this rainbow. There might be something going on here that's painful. It says heartbreak. It says hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointment. This might be something major like that, or it just might be someone that is very disappointing in your life. Somebody maybe in the past that was very disappointing. It says interview. It says talk, conversation. You might be willing or wanting to talk to this person. This person might be willing or wanting to talk to you. You may feel that, with enough communication, maybe they feel this way. Maybe I'm picking up on their energy. Somebody feels like with enough communication, this is mendable. I don't know if this is someone from your past or if this is someone from your present. It's going to be different for all of you. You do have spirit here. And it says helps you commune with the spirits in the spirit world, ancestors. So it says even if you can't feel the presence of your ancestors, they are with you. You may have somebody here, Scorpio, that has passed over that is with you. You're not alone. You may feel alone many, many times. You may feel alone. You may feel unrooted. But there is someone, there is an ancestor here that does see you, that does want the best for you, and that does walk with you. And I'm really hoping that you open up your heart and soul and you could start feeling them. But you have somebody else here that likes to micromanage you, right? Maybe likes to tell you what to do. Maybe this could be something to do with a job. Could be. But there is somebody here that's maybe a little on the bossy side, maybe likes to micromanage you, maybe likes to, you know, tell you what to do, what to wear, what to say. I don't know, things like that. Yeah, there is somebody here like that. There is silence here, and it says sharing too much too soon. Not everyone is honest and trustworthy. Well, I'm not really feeling that. I'm feeling like it says moving in silence. There may be something that you're not sharing with this person. Maybe it is a sense of disappointment in the way they're acting. Maybe there is something you're not wanting to see for yourself. Maybe you feel like by not saying it, it's not real. I don't know. It's a very strange reading because I'm not feeling like there is a really bad person here on the table that I need to warn you about, or that, and I haven't read the rest of the cards, so like I could be wrong, but it feels like I'm not feeling gloom and doom, but at the same time, I'm not feeling this energy yet, if that makes sense. It's very hard to explain. It's weird. Yeah, so let's look at your hummingbird. You have the hummingbird. We'll get back to the key in a second. You have the hummingbird. This is the number 34. Hummingbird spirit. It says, be here now. Now, the hummingbird spirit represents new beginnings, challenging times, and how it's here to tell you that no matter how challenging the times you're in now, they are going to come to a close. And once again, the hummingbird spirit does represent a deceased loved one. There is someone who died who hovers near you. And it's going to be different for all of you who this person is, but I'm telling you, Scorpio, they are here. You have the key. And the key is in the Lenormand deck, and it is number 33. And it represents unlocking something, liberation, a resolution, maybe a new perspective. And the question could be, how can I open doors that seem closed to me? Or what am I being freed from, potentially? What am I being freed from? You have, should I get back into this? Yeah, let's do your astrology. You have the sun here, right? And the sun is number 13 in this deck. And the sun card is divinely masculine energy, right? It could be Leo energy, but it's ego, it's confidence, it's identity, it's assertiveness, it's enlightenment. When I look at the sun, it's an illumination. It's something that you could be seeing this month, something that could be illuminated to you. You have here new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Piscean energy. Piscean energy can be very confusing. That Neptunian energy can be very confusing. There could be a fog around you and you don't know which way to turn. There are sometimes you feel very strongly a certain way, and then a short period of time later, I mean, it could be minutes, could be days, I don't know if it's going to be different for all of you, but at some point later, you feel the completely opposite way. Those two fishes, right? Neptunian energy could be very like that. Fascinating. I don't know if you watched the shuffle in the deal. You did get the Scorpion card that fell out by itself. We know this is your reading. Deep, intense, and transformative. We know that that is you, Scorpio. The card of transformation, the sign of transformation. You have transits here. It says insight, movement, change. Yeah, definitely. There is a transit going on. It's not a transit in the classic sense. It's a transit just for you, spiritually. There's some sort of weird transformational energy, but it's not typical. And this card keeps moving. Damn, it's driving me crazy. You'll see, it's just, all right, I've tried to piece this together as best I could, but I think that we need to start getting into the tarot to really figure out what the heck is going on. Let's look at the beginning of your month. You have the ego. It says ego, vanity, pride. So ego, vanity, pride. This could be you. Of course, this could be you, Scorpio. This could be you. It could be someone you're with. Somebody's vanity, somebody's ego. At the beginning of the month, it seems to be a thing. You have the Queen of Wands here in reverse. That's Mars in Aries energy, right? A person that you are dealing with, male or female, could be demanding, vengeful, could have low confidence, could be on the selfish side, could be on the jealous side, could be a bit of a bully. Excuse me, losing my voice a little bit. Now, this could be the person's personality, or it could be temporary thing for them. They could be in a very weird phase of their existence, and they could be dragging you into this energy. It definitely doesn't seem pleasant because you have the Four of Cups here too. You have the Four of Cups in reverse, right? Moon in Cancer. I do think that you're accepting too much. This would be you saying, I think I'm done. I don't want that. I don't want that. Something's being offered to me. I don't want it. But it's in reverse, Scorpio. It's almost like you're accepting too much bullshit from someone. You're accepting bad behavior. This could be someone at work. I mean, I don't want to narrow this down to a personal love relationship. It could be something to do with work. It could be something to do with a job. It could be something to do with obviously a friendship or a person or family member. For many of you, it is a relationship. But you have here the Nine of Wands in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse is Moon in Sagittarius, right? This is you almost wanting to give up on this. I'm not saying that you do because it's the beginning of the month, but someone's behavior is really making you think twice. You're thinking about giving up, walking away, refusing to compromise, like saying, you know what, I think I'm done. It's like somebody wakes you up. And looking at this, yeah. I mean, maybe, listen, maybe it is a matter of pride for you. Maybe you're tired of taking someone's shit. Maybe someone's ego is just too, I'm not saying it's too big. It could be just dysfunctional. Someone's ego could be extremely dysfunctional and causing problems here. Now, when we add this column up and we break it down, we get the number 4, which is Uranus, right? It's Aquarian energy, but it is change, disruption. It's disruption of the status quo, what always has been. So maybe this person has always been a bit of a pain in the ass. And maybe you're starting to get tired of it. Maybe it's that simple. And like I said, don't narrow this down to a love relationship. It could be anything for a number of different Scorpions, right? So let's look into your mid-month because you have self-care. I think, yeah, look, you're thinking about yourself a little bit more. You're thinking about self-care. You're thinking about what would make you happy. You're thinking about what may make you very unhappy. Maybe you've been very giving in a certain situation, giving of yourself, giving of your time, giving of your energy, and maybe you're starting to feel a little tapped from it. It could be that simple. You have, yeah, I mean, look at these cards, right? You have the Judgment card, and this is the beginning of the middle of your month. The Judgment card is Pluto energy. I'm not going to say Scorpion energy per se, but it is Pluto, your ruling planet. So you have the Judgment card, you have rebirth, being called for self-evaluation or evaluation of a situation. You're evaluating something. You're being like, you know what? I need to rethink this. Yeah. I mean, it's good energy for you here. It is. Because I have to tell you, this energy leads right into this energy. And this is the center of your whole month. This is the card, like I always say, that all the other cards revolve around, and it's a great card. You have the Magician. And the Magician is Virgo, Gemini energy, right? Skill, ability to manifest, having the tools to change either your mind about something or the situation, you feeling empowered. You're feeling very empowered, okay? Now, this leads into these two cards. They came out together. Fascinating, actually. You have here the Seven of Cups in reverse, Venus and Scorpio energy. Right? And this would be the card of having many choices, right? Having many choices. When it's in reverse, you're not feeling many choices. You're feeling that there's only one choice. Now, that could be good. Could be you having tunnel vision, saying, you know what? I'm going to go for this one thing. Or it could be almost a feeling of being trapped, saying, I don't have any choices. I have no choice but to deal with this. So it's going to be different. You do have the King of Wands here in reverse, right? The King of Wands in reverse is Sun in Leo, right? But, you know, more than that, it's when it's in reverse like this, it's somebody who's domineering, forceful, weak, ineffective. Dare I say, someone without, somebody who is flaccid, right? Someone who has flaccid energy. I don't know if that makes sense to you. You know what a flaccid penis is? A flaccid penis is a penis that just doesn't work. Well, someone with a flaccid energy has energy that just doesn't work, right? So, like I said, this could be someone's personality, or it could be someone that has this that they're stepping into this temporarily. Either way, it's not pleasant for you. When we add up this middle column and we break it down, we get the number 9, which is Mars energy, right? Aries energy, war, assertiveness. With that Judgment and that Magician, I think that you're starting to come to your senses a little bit. Maybe you're starting to defend yourself a little bit. You're starting to be like, you know what? I think I don't deserve that. I think you need to rethink how you speak to me, how you treat me, right? Especially with that self-care card right there. Let's look at your end of month. Your end of month, I see assistance here. And I like that because, you know, you do have spirit guides. And this is the 3rd time something like that has come up for you here, Scorpio. I'm telling you, there is someone who has passed away. And for each of you, it'll be different. Who really is invested in your happiness and wants to see you happy. And maybe pushing you to stand up for yourself, perhaps. Perhaps. But there is someone that has come up 3 times, so it's really difficult to ignore. Now you have here the 6 of Swords in reverse, right? The 6 of Swords, as you can see, is a card of heading away, like I don't know about giving up, but, you know, heading into calmer waters, heading into different waters at the very least, leaving. Doesn't look like you're doing that, right? It doesn't look like you're doing it. It looks like you're staying, whatever situation this is. Now, I'm not judging you, because this could be a speed bump, right? Every relationship has bad months like this. Every job has bad moments like this. Every friendship goes through it. Family member, could be anything. But I'm telling you, whatever it is, and this could be you temporarily deciding to stay, but I'm doing December. And at the end of the month, you decide to stay. But what I like about it, okay, oops, sorry about that, is that it leads to this 8 of Wands energy. Right? And the 8 of Wands is very good energy. It's right next to the Magician. It is. But the 8 of Wands is Mercury and Sagittarius. It's sudden change, a quick decision, maybe a fast decision on your part. It's usually positive. But, you know, what's questionable here a little bit is that you do have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is more Piscean energy. It's the card of Pisces. It's obviously the card of Neptune again. We talked about how confusing, illusionary that might be, right? But now Pisces could definitely, this Hanged Man could be a new perspective on your part. You could be hanging there saying, I think I see this differently now. But be forewarned that it also can represent a sacrifice, a sacrificial energy. You don't want to martyr yourself to a cause, and you don't want to turn around and say, okay, I'm going to sacrifice for this situation because I want this happily ever after. I want this. Time is of the essence here, and I just need to I've been in this situation for X amount of time, and I don't want to pull the Band-Aid off just yet and throw the baby out with the bathwater. Now, could be anything. We're going to clarify everything. But when we add up this column, we get the number 8, and that is Saturn. It's perseverance, it's karma, it's life lessons, it's Capricorn Aquarius energy. What lesson are you learning here, Scorpio? I almost said Pisces. What lesson are you learning? Let's look at your challenges. Now, you're going to find it very challenging to put distance between you and someone else or something else. It is going to be challenging for you. I can see that. Wow. So you have the 10 of Swords in reverse. And in this deck, I like this because see how the 10 of Swords is like you being frozen? It's a little different from other 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is usually, you know, 10 swords sticking out of someone's back, right? This is sort of like frozen with these swords, not having a choice, being frozen. But see, here you have the big thaw, right? The 10 of Swords in reverse in this particular deck is the big thaw, right? Mars and Gemini energy. It will be challenging to thaw things out. It will be challenging, but it looks like it's what you do. But you have here also the 8 of Wands. And wow, so here it is. This is in your challenge category. The inability to move forward. It's the 8 of Wands in reverse. You have the 8 of Wands here, upright, at the end of your month, and the 8 of Wands in reverse. Excuse me, not the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands. It's from the beginning of your month, right? See, the 9 of Wands is actually in reverse on both of these cards. I'm very sorry about that. The 9 of Wands is, because I'm looking over here. The 9 of Wands in reverse The Nine of Wands in reverse. A challenge for you at the beginning of the month. Moon in Sagittarius again, first leg of the month, contemplation. Contemplation of giving up. It's going to be challenging for you. You're going to consider it this month here, Scorpio. You will consider it. And this leads into, boom, the Lovers. The Lovers. The Lovers, Gemini energy. A decision being made. A karmic relationship. Now, this could be a relationship, a love relationship. We've said that over and over again. Your future partner, your partner now. Somebody who you want to have a family with. Could be. But the Gemini energy could be a decision that's being made as well. And it's going to be challenging for you this month, but it looks like you do it. And what's fascinating is when you add the numbers up here and you break them down, you get the number 7, and it's Neptune energy again. Pisces energy again. Dreams, delusion, confusion. Very confusing time. I think you're trying to get this happily ever after, and you're trying to do it with someone who's going through a lot of life lessons themselves and needs to work on themselves. It's a very frustrating energy, I think. Now let's move on to your opportunities, because what's interesting here is you have the opportunity, Scorpio, to detach from this person or place or thing, this job, this person. You have the opportunity. The opportunity is here. Are you going to take it? I don't know. It looks like many of you don't, but the opportunity's here. And I'm certainly not telling you what to do because, like I said, I don't see an awful person here on the table. If I did, I'm not shy, I would tell you. You have here the Knight of Wands, right? The Knight of Wands in reverse. You have, and you also have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And I'm thinking, I swear I think this is the same person, right? One is Neptune in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces. The other is Moon in Sagittarius. A lot of Moon in Sagittarius here, right? Knight of Wands. Impatient, volatile, arrogant person. Could be a gaslighter. Knight of Cups in reverse. Moodiness, conflict, a player. Interestingly enough, you could look this up. The Knight of Cups in reverse is sometimes someone who is in the LGBTQ community. Little known, right? I'm just throwing it out there for the one person this may apply to. But it is not good or bad, just a fact. And it's only a fact in certain circles that know about it. It is generally someone 25 to 35 years of age, right? But I'm thinking it's the same person. And I'm telling you, this is not... and this is the Knight of Cups in general. But now here you have the Knight of Cups in reverse, right? This is someone who's lacking maturity, lacking the ability to really commit, lacking the ability to be mature enough to have these discussions that you need to have. You have the opportunity, remember, your opportunity, right, to detach if you want to. And you also have the opportunity to get the fuck out of Dodge. You have the Eight of Wands again. This is what I was talking about before when I was looking at it. That was in the last leg of your month. Came up again in your opportunities. Moving forward with new energy. Now, you could take this two ways, right? You could take this as someone running away from a situation and detaching. Or you could take it as someone changing the energy and running toward in a new direction energy-wise. Changing the dynamic of a relationship. When we break the numbers down here in this column, in your opportunities column, we get Saturn again. Capricorn, Aquarius energy, perseverance, karma, life lessons. We said that a few times. Let's clarify some of this stuff, okay? Let's look at this. So at the beginning of the month, you have that ego thing going on, right? You have the Nine of Wands energy in reverse. You have this you're dealing with this annoying human being who's very ego driven, who may be very insecure. It's a very insecure person, right? So there is, romance. This is, for many of you, I'm telling you, this is a romantic relationship. For many of you, this is. Give me another one for the first one, please. And it says a sincere wish will be granted, but this came in reverse. So at least at the beginning of the month here, it's not going to work exactly the way you want. Now I'm starting to see why this came in reverse, even though it's upright, because this is something you want. This happily ever after. This is not something you get this month. This is a goal. The child birthing a family into existence, perhaps. Feeling that time is an enemy, right? Or maybe you've waited long enough. I don't know. Something about time. So you have the Magician here in mid-month, and with that Judgment energy, I kind of liked for you. And it says younger woman dealings or relationships with a younger woman. There may be a younger woman involved in this in some way. It could be a woman that you're involved with. It could be someone that you're friends with who gives you advice, because I see the Magician and Judgment, and those are two major arcana. It looks like. Give me another one for that mid-month for Scorpio, please. Changes in your life. The Moon card, right? Changes in your life. You could be dealing with a younger woman, or a young woman, not a younger woman. It doesn't have to be someone significantly younger, but it's not an older woman that you're going to for advice. This is someone younger. This could be someone that you're actually dealing with, on a romantic level, but it also could be someone that you're going to for advice. Here at the end of the month, you have the Hanged Man. Remember, I was worried. I was a little concerned. Like I said, it could be one of two things, right? It could be you seeing things from a brand new perspective, or it could be you sacrificing, making a sacrifice for this relationship. There it is. Good advice from a wise person. I do think that for many of you, that is what you're either getting advice about this younger woman, or you're getting advice from this younger woman, this young lady, from somebody who's wise, somebody who you can count on for advice. Now you have here in your challenges, you have you have that Ten of Swords card, the big thaw for Scorpio, and it says bird perched, waiting for news, package, letter, came in reverse. A challenge might be you not wanting to wait anymore, dude. You might do that. You might not want to be waiting for this anymore. Your patience might be running thin. Your patience might be running thin. You might be tired of waiting. I'm going to grab another one for this. You have here heart. Yeah. You want this, right? If this is a job, you want a job that you love. If this is a relationship, you want the happily ever after. You want to be happy and fulfilled. You're tired of waiting. End of month. I mean, it's not the end of month. This is your opportunities, right, for Scorpio. I'll take both. Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. But see, do you notice that you have rainbows throughout this reading? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And you have here taking a vacation physically or mentally, but you're not walking away anytime soon. When I see the vacation card, sometimes I can take that as someone just leaving Dodge. And I think many of you aren't. Many of you are remaining in this situation. You're remaining, but it looks like you're losing patience. You're losing patience with it here, Scorpio. Give me one for Scorpio. You have flow. And it says recovery, moving on, finding peace. And then at the bottom it says movement, quick decisions, progress. What did we say? That Eight of Wands energy. Very, very quick. You quickly make up your mind to stay. And you want to find peace. You want this flow. You want that for yourself. You want babies. You want rainbows. You want, happily ever after. You don't want to feel micromanaged. You want the major life change. You want to have this talk. You want to have the talk that's going to change the situation. Well, Scorpio, I do think, for what it's worth, I mean, the odd thing is it doesn't really say a lot about the other person, other than that they're either a real pain in the ass or they're being a pain in the ass at this point in the relationship. It doesn't say that they'll always be this way. But it does say that they are this way now. I'm going to pull one more card for you. I know it's not something I normally do, at least in December, but I'm really feeling the need to do that for you. Give me something for Scorpio, please, and show me with this relationship. Screenplay, and at the bottom, you have student loan. So you may feel like you're on borrowed time here. You may feel like you're on borrowed time, and you may feel like this situation can be extremely dramatic. You may feel like it's a big freaking drama. Honestly, it may feel very dramatic to you this month. Didn't help me, you know, that didn't clarify crap for me, but I'm just telling you what it says. You may feel this because Saturn has come out so much in this reading. I'm thinking that this is an important lesson for you in one form or another, and it's definitely an important lesson for the person that you are with. Just understand that you have the key to something here, and I think you have the key to more than one door. What is going to be illuminated to you here with this Sun card? What is Spirit trying to tell you? Who the hell's trying to micromanage you? Scorpio came out over and over again in this reading for sure. So let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers. Your total number, right? When we add up every number in this reading and we break it down, we get the number 3, which I like because it is expansion. It's Jupiter energy. It's Sagittarian energy. So it is sort of like whatever's happening is meant to happen to broaden your world, to make you learn something. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's pretty fascinating. When you look at the planets, when you look at the numbers, the number that was mentioned the most was the number 8, right? The number 8 is Uranus. It's life lessons, right? We talked about it, right? It's not life lessons as much as it's change, right? It is change. So you have expansion on the table. You have change on the table. You also, at all the planets, the moon was mentioned the most and Mars was mentioned the most. Mars, the planet of war, the planet of aggression. You might be coming to the end of your rope with certain behaviors. And moon is kind of very Neptunian. It's not Neptune, but it's very like that. It's confusion. It could be the subconscious. This person could be triggering shit from your subconscious and your childhood crap. It could very well be, right? The signs that were mentioned were Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Cancer. Now, the sign that was mentioned the most here was 2, actually. We have Sagittarius and Aquarius, right? So that's Jupiter and Uranus. Again, it's so weird the way this works out. It's so weird. The planet of expansion and unexpected change. Unexpected change. Plus you have that little bit of Saturn, that little life lesson stuff going on. Now you have your lucky numbers are 12, 21, 13, 34, 33, and 10. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you get through this drama okay. You are not on borrowed time here. It may feel that way for some of you, but you're going at the rate you're supposed to go. Exhale. Exhale, okay? And don't forget to listen to your birthday reading. Namaste.